Hi, it's Tony from Rated by Tony, and today we're looking at ActiveCampaign. And the question, is ActiveCampaign an alternative to Aweber? The answer, in short, most certainly it is, but it does much more than just email autoresponder. It's got a whole bunch of services. If I just scroll down the page a little bit, there's loads. I mean, I'm hovering over free one-on-one training and free phone chat and email support. I mean, that may not sound like a lot, but it's pretty cool to get one-on-one training for free. However, that doesn't come with a basic plan of $9. You've got to pay the next step up to get there. But hey, I'm sure it's worth it. What I really like about ActiveCampaign are two particular areas. One is contacts. I just love how the contact section goes out online and searches for all the information it can just from the email address that your contact or new subscriber gave you. I'm also loving marketing automation. Pretty cool visual way of setting up your marketing channels. Let's jump in and have a look, see what they got. I'm into their contacts bit and I'm going to click on a contact. This is pretty interesting. I must give you full disclosure, first name and last name were not in these fields. I added these fields by adding a new list to all fields. I just clicked add a new list. Text was my input and I just wrote first name and last name. But you can do plenty of things, as you can see down here. Why did I do that? Because his first name and last name weren't there. When this subscriber subscribed, all I had was enter your email, not enter your first name and email. From the information of the email, ActiveCampaign has gone out and scoured the internet and scraped these social media platforms. It does more, I'm sure, but these particular ones are associated with this email. So if I clicked on the Facebook associated with that email, I can see that the guy's name is Craig Smith. So I filled it in, Craig Smith. Though again, full disclosure, I know Craig from Wealthy Affiliate. So another thing I can do is add a note. So I'm going to add Wealthy Affiliate member to Craig's contact details because he is. That's just one part, social media pulling, and this is one part, being able to add data and add tags. He's on the list Mission Ops at present. What I'll do, I'm going to add a tag of, because he visited my site. And how do I know he visited my site, you may be asking? Well, because I had a look at this here, activities. These tells me the activities that Craig has had with the emails and sites I own that are in those emails. And again, just think about that for a moment. I'm able to see the activities Craig has with my emails and the sites of the emails, just from his contact details. Pretty powerful. A minute ago, I added a note, Wealthy Affiliate member, as you remember. 5 days ago, he opened my campaign for a content builder review. A campaign in ActiveCampaign speak means an email. So he opened an email, that one there. 5 days ago, he clicked a link on said email. And 5 days ago, I sent him the email. So all this stuff happened the same day. Sent it, he opened it, he clicked a link on it. Here it says subscribe to Mission Ops via bulk contact details. All my active subscribers on my Mission Ops blog, I brought over to ActiveCampaign to do a trial, to do a test with. When I'd done that, I had conversations with ActiveCampaign to discuss where the email subscribers are coming from, the links I sent them from, where they can find the opt-in, the old Aweber opt-in, etc. Which I thought was pretty cool. They were verifying that I weren't spamming people and the links were real. I like that a lot. And those are what's buzzing me about the contact details. With other systems, you don't really get this much in-depth detail about your contact. and I can add into another automation, which you probably don't know about yet. But hey, let's look at automations now. Automations. Now again, I've been playing around with one. Well, I haven't even been playing around. Just had a quick look at automations. I'll show you how they work. So this is the user interface for automations, marketing automations. And it's really pretty intuitive. The top of, as I said, I've started this one already and I've just been playing around with it to see how it works. You can add someone to your list, and my list here is called Rated by Tony Follower, RTV follower. I selected contact subscribes. There are other ways for people to get added to lists, as you can see here. Someone subscribes is what I use, submits a form, clicks on an email, reads an email, lands on a web page, shares an email, anything like that. It's quite intuitive how you can add people to lists. Once you've added them to the list, the plus comes in and I'm waiting for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to send them an email, and then I'm going to wait 3 days, and then I'm going to send them another email, and then I'm going to wait 3 days, and then I'm going to send another email. In theory, I'm not actually going to do this, I'm just working out how it works. So I'm going to hit plus here, and I'll get a selection here. Email, what if, I think contacts are just like updating and stuff. Send another email. Now you either create or pick one you've already written. Let's do send an email, send test one, and save that. Yeah, and then I can plus, and I'll go to a condition, and I can either wait a period of time. If they open the email, select a option here, and it's really quite. It makes you think of if this then that. Do you know that? If this then that. You can really make plenty of variables, but I'm going with a wait like 5 minutes or 3 days and send an email just for tests. But there's plenty of other things you can do here. Oh, why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? Go to click to connect to another action. Let me stop right there. Yes, it was flippy floppy what we're showing you, but hey, there's a reason for that. I'm learning this, and I found that this is a little bit more in depth than, say, Aweber to learn how to use, because Aweber's a walk in the park. So, what I found is that ActiveCampaign have a Vimeo channel with 20 odd videos on how to use ActiveCampaign. I'll put a link to their video channel underneath this video. However, what I found to be an absolute lifesaver is a Udemy training course by a guy called Barry Moore. And yeah, I actually bought it, as you can see, because I got a $12 voucher today by any Udemy course. So of course, I couldn't resist it. Barry's course is usually something like $38 or something like that. It's less than $40, I think. Anyway, that's what I'll be learning it from. And I'll tell you what, it'll be one of the best $12 I ever spent. But why? Because I believe ActiveCampaign is a great alternative to Aweber. It's going to allow me to do so much more. I mean, the contact information, how I can use that, how I can interact with my contacts in different ways is very, very powerful. Marketing automation, the way you're able to drag and drop your stuff is pretty freaky. Price point, you can come in at $0, so you can't beat that. After $0, it's $9 a month up to 2,500 subscribers, which again is pretty damn cool. You can't beat that. So that's it. Tony B from Rated by Tony. Thanks for listening. Please like, react, leave a comment, do something. I'd appreciate it. Share with your friends even. And I'll speak to you soon with the next review.